Coming up on the next episode. Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Sunday. It's 3:15, as you can see very well clearly on this clock in front of me. I just went through a long introduction, and I didn't have the camera rolling. I tell you, I do that more often than not. I don't know why, but I do. So let me just kind of repeat what I said. It's Sunday, as I just said, and I haven't been in the shop since I finished up on Jack's little project, and I basically decided to take a little break. If you guys recall, I had done the MFP over here, I had done the 970 over there, I had done the POG radio. I'd been pretty busy in here, and I decided it was time for a little break, and that's what I did. I took a break. And that has been very refreshing for me. I did some stuff out in the car with my radio out there, but other than that, I really haven't done much of anything. I was watching George Christophe over in England, UK, do his latest radio project, and we're happy to see you back, George. Missed you, and like I said, I was watching that, and he was talking about cleaning up a radio, and I got to thinking, I bought that ultrasonic cleaner, and one of the reasons I got this, let me explain about this. This is an RCA clock radio, obviously, solid state. Not an exciting radio at all, okay? It's basically just a run-of-the-mill, $10, $15 radio when it's probably new. I mean, it probably wasn't very expensive. But anyway, it was advertised on eBay for like 15 something, I think, with a make offer. And I offered $10. They accepted it, and here it is. So the shipping was kind of reasonable on it, so I thought, okay, so I'll have me a project. Well, one of the things I thought about using this for, depending on the shape of it, was the ultrasonic cleaner. I thought, I've been wanting something inexpensive to put in there and try out to see how well it cleans. Now, I'm not proposing to do the cabinet in there. The cabinet's not really that dirty anyway. But what I want to do is take the insides out and maybe put the chassis in, depending on how dirty it is. I'm not going to put a clean chassis in there because that's stupid. Sorry, it is. I want to see it be clean. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what it's doing and what I'm doing as far as what I would be doing wrong or like that with the stuff I put in there. Of course, the main ingredient I will be using is water. And what I put in with it kind of depends on a lot of different things, but I'm going to kind of leave some that up to the comments. You guys can comment on that and let me know what you think. What you think on. Now, this is just like I say. If I do this, it'll just be the chassis with the components on it. Obviously, the speaker will not be on there. That would pretty much run the speaker in the water, but everything that's not can't be harmed by water or whatever will be on it, and I just want to put it through a cycle and let's see what it will do. That's my goal. I really want to use that for that purpose, and this entire radio would fit in there, so I could do that. But like I said, the cabinet's fine. It just needs a little spray off and wipe, and it'll be fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I say, if the inside looks like this, well, then I probably won't even do it. But if not, then like I say, if it's a dirty one, then I may do that. Now I have those solid state airline radios that I bought. And if they're dirty, I might try one of those if this one's not dirty. But I want to try one or the other and get this thing going because, like I said, I bought that some time ago and it's just sitting there in the kitchen, not doing anything. So I want to make it do something. So let's turn this on and see if this works. Now, that was one of the things that it was advertised as the clock works, but the radio doesn't. Now, as you can clearly hear,
drinking booze, it goes against the Bible.
That's the local WHUM station, FM. Now, I don't know how well the AM works. We'll try it and see. It may not work at all. Oh, it's got a little glitch to it. I can hear that already. Yeah, it sounds like kind of a bad connection or something. There's our local station right there. So it does work. Might need the controls cleaned or something like that. You know, probably the switch, probably more than anything else, I'd say. That's just a guess. But I'm assuming that's the marker for AM right there, and the marker for FM is up here. That's my guess. But you can hear it does work.
I need indeed. Tomorrow, when you get back to work, you're like, okay.
Shani in Kampala, Uganda, where the band has been riding out.
Here's our local station on FM. I think that's a IW or
there's a hit of the 6.
IU station, whatever it's called, WIUV or something. I can't remember.
The guy is going to look to the end.
Towards that wall, and the shoot now sweeps out of the exit of turn number 2. Sun on the tee box of T.
Cedric, he's coming through turn number 8 and 9 right now. The big gap.
That was 96. There's our local station again, WHUM.
Despite their Afro-futuristic look,
Oh, that's
they say
the
their music comes
university
from
station there.
ancestors. In
I was looking the wrong way. I thought we were going up or going down.
collide. And as you'll hear, these
That's the river, 106.1. So like I said, it does pick up good. It's using the power cord as the antenna. A lot of these radios did that. They just put a inductive type of pickup on the end of the inside of the a little metal thing there, and it picks up off the antenna or off the line cord and makes an antenna, which it works fairly well. So again, that's a look at that. Back to AM a minute. Yeah, it's you can hear it. That switch right there. That's all's wrong with that.
A couple, and you'll feel like
Trying to pick WHAS up, looks like. That's usually all I get. Might get the WHAS, and I generally will get the there's a station I don't recall getting. So this thing's working pretty good. So again, like I say, that's working pretty good. Happy about that. Now, like I say, we'll take it apart and take a look at the inside and see if it's worthy of putting into the ultrasonic cleaner. Stand by. Alright, well now we have it open, 3 screws on the bottom, and take the knobs off and the front, and that was about it. Didn't even have to take the knobs off, it appears. I thought the whole thing would come out, but it doesn't. It just basically gives you access to the circuit board here, which I believe will slide out. Of course, you have to take some wires off, obviously, to get that done. Now, looking at it, it doesn't look that dirty. I'll put my finger on it and see, well, there's some dust there. You can see the dust are removed with my finger. Might be a good candidate to try out. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to wait on this and kind of post this and see what you guys think. Again, obviously, the speaker, which is on the bottom here, or the back I should say, will not be included in that. The output transformer is here. Speaking of that, I want to use that for another little test. I promised Jack I would do a show testing a output transformer, or at least how I do it. Again, this is one of those things that everybody has their own way of doing things, and I'm no different than anybody else. I have my way of doing it. So I'm going to show you what I do, basically, and what I do, what I do, and I'll have to wait until I get the speaker off, because that's going to have to be taken apart. I need to get this apart anyway, get in there and clean the switch. The switch was over there and back in here, and I don't think I can get in there to do anything with that without getting it out a little bit more than it is. There's the clock, I think, can be separated from the rest of it because it's not really a part of it. You see this, I believe this is part of the clock mechanism here. The well, maybe not. The filter cap comes out. If you look at it, it slides out. But it does get power from the clock, because that's where you turn the radio on, is over here. So we'll have to take that off. I'll need to get some pictures of this, make sure I get everything back together right. And so I'll have to do that. No filter hum, so I didn't hear anything bad about that. Of course, this is solid state. It's not that old. You know, depends on what the model number is. I looked at the model number, but I didn't pay attention to how old it was. Again, this part is what I'm talking about putting into the ultrasonic cleaner and just seeing how it works as far as cleaning it up or ruining it or you know, anything else. Again, this is a $10 radio. It's not going to be the end of the world, and it's not a collectible radio by any means. It's just an old radio that I bought with thinking it was going to require some troubleshooting to get it working, but apparently not. This is, again, was advertised as radio not working, but you heard it. It does work. So, all right. That's going to do that. Like I say, I think what we'll do is, again, take and wait on your comments, but I want to take this all apart and get this out for the next demonstration that I want to do on this testing of this transformer and speaker. Alright, well, you can see I do have the chassis out now. There's, I think, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 screws that had to be taken out of this metal part here that secured it to the plastic of the cabinet, and I think that was pretty much it, and then it just basically slid right on out. Now there's your circuit board I was talking about. I don't know, yeah, after I got it all out, it really doesn't look that bad. I don't know, again, it's dusty. You can see where I'm rubbing my finger there. It's cleaning it off. I really don't know that it's worthy of a wash in the ultrasonic cleaner. One of the things I'm looking at here is all the wires that would have to be taken off to separate the board from the rest of the unit here, and I don't know that that's worth it. I think I'd rather have something a little bit better as far as you know, what I used. Now I had also considered just putting the whole thing in there, which again, give me your give me your opinion on that. Obviously, anything that's made out of fiber, like this little board here on the switch, that could be easily taken, left off. I don't think it would damage the plastic, really. I'm not going to heat it up to you know, blistering temperature, but again, this is my first time. I just kind of wanted to try something. Now, will you think it would harm the string? There's another consideration. Most of these are waxed, I think. I don't feel like it doesn't really feel waxy, but I don't know. Now this plastic will come off. Obviously, there's a E-clip there, and if I do take that off, that would mean restringing this, and I don't really want to do that. I'm not really anxiously awaiting that, so I think just leave it like it is as far as that's concerned. Obviously, I'm turning this here. Now, this is going to have some grease on it as well. Here's our switch that I was talking about cleaning. That's going to need maybe some deoxit in it. I think I'm going to invest in some cleaner like Shango 066 uses it. I think it's GC control cleaner. I'm thinking about getting a can of that. He seems to swear by that stuff, and so I might try that. I think this is probably the best place to put it in, right here, and work the switch back and forth. I think that's probably the best place. So do that, and I think that will clean the switch enough. Again, this needs some lubrication because it's very hard to turn. I don't know if it's this thing, the tuning capacitor, or this thing that is actually stiff, or if it's this control, or if it's just this. I don't think there's that much tension on a string, so I doubt that that's it. Also, this is this dial here, it probably could use a little lubrication as well. So what I may do is dab some lube in here and in here, up here. I hope you guys are seeing this. And maybe put a dash there on the bearing there for the, and maybe at the back. And I don't think there's anything in the middle, but those two places on the tuning capacitor, and get the and see if that doesn't help the situation a little bit. I think it will. Anyway, that's my hope and desire. And it's not that hard. When you have a knob on there, it's really not that hard to turn. It just it's like a damped turner or damped control. It just doesn't turn as easy as say the volume control might. Well, I said that, and this one's just turning just as hard. So obviously that probably needs cleaning as well. And so there's a good place to get into that, to clean that. So we can do that. Now again, I don't know about this. I really don't know. I want to try something, and again, this is not the end of the world if it ruined this. I don't know that I'll even replace the caps in this. I'm going to check the year on this, but I don't think this is all that old, maybe 70s. Like I said, it works pretty good. I hate to mess it up. So, like I say, you guys give me your comments in the comments, and let me know what you would do. And if you do decide that you think it would be best, or not best, I shouldn't say, acceptable to try this in the ultrasonic cleaner, what would you use besides water? I thought Dawn dishwashing detergent has been suggested, a few drops of that. I've got Simple Green, I could try that. I've got the citric acid, that's probably more for the rust, I think, than anything else. I've got vinegar, I could try that, but again, that's probably for rust, so I don't know that would help anything like this. I think just the cleaning, probably the dishwashing liquid and maybe the Simple Green or something like that. And this is really not that bad. It's just a little dusty is all it is. Now, here's another thing. See all this wax on here? I think it's wax, but if there is any wax on here, what's it going to do to that? And there's your oscillator coil right there. What's it going to do to that? So, these questions and more on the next episode of DERB. So, all right. Alright, well you can barely hear it, but you can hear the function generator putting the tone through the speaker. Now the speaker is not connected to anything. I did disconnect it from the output transformer because with it connected to the output transformer I didn't get anything out of the speaker. So there's what it sounds like with just the function generator connected to the speaker itself. So let me reconnect the wires for the output transformer, and then we'll check and see what it sounds like coming through the primary of the output transformer into the speaker. Alright, back with you. Now you hear the speaker output from the function generator connected to the primary of the output transformer, going through the output transformer through the secondary into the speaker. You can hear it's much louder. I won't say much louder. It's not greatly amplified or anything like that, but it is louder. To me, that's a good indication that the thing is working. Obviously, it's passing a signal, and it is. It can't be degrading the signal because it's more loud than it is coming out of just the speaker itself. So that's a good indication to me, anyway, that the actual transformer is doing the transformer thing, which is stepping up or stepping down or whatever you want to, however you want to look at it. Now, the primary purpose of the output transformer is to match impedance for the speaker. You have a low or a high impedance from the output going into a low impedance speaker, and so that's why it needs an output transformer. Again, every transformer ever made was either, I shouldn't say that, not everyone, but they generally are a step up or step down type transformer, where the primary and the secondary are different sizes or different amounts, number of turns or whatever you want to call it, to make it either increase the voltage or decrease the voltage, and whatever is connected to it. Now, again, this is not primarily designed for that, but that's the function that how it works. So again, that's how I do it, Jack. This is a quick and dirty. I'm a big quick and dirty type guy as far as checking things. I figure if it gets this far, it's worth a shot in the whatever you're working on. And so that's generally why I do this. And now there are other tests that you can perform. You can use a scope on this, do the same thing. Just look at the waveform, see the difference in the waveform being bigger or whatever. There are more sophisticated tests for transformers. I'm not going to go into that because you know me, I'm a quick and dirty guy. So that's going to do that. And like I say, I don't know when I'll post this, but probably sometime Monday. I already have the final video on the T3 scheduled for 6 in the morning on tomorrow. That's Monday. So I may go ahead and do this in the middle of the day sometime, just post this as an extra and go from there. So let me turn that off. That's again using the MFP, and that thing has been proving to be very invaluable as far as having everything at your fingertips here, and that's been a really nice thing to have. So alright, that's going to do me. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.